Hello and welcome to Kyoto Driving Park for the sprint race of Chase the Sunset Round 3. We have Espadretti on pole, John Boy starting second, McFlurry starting third with his new livery, very swanky, Unicorn in fourth, then myself in fifth, Ollie sixth, and Kevman starting at the back after not the best performance in qualifying. They're away for this 20-minute sprint race. This is where you get the strategy right for the main race. There's no points here. It's all about understanding the track, the car, and where the tyres and fuel are going to burn up. We've got some action up ahead. Right now we're watching Kevman going past Ollie. Could be by Kevman, go for another move here, diving up the inside of the Grandpa-mobile. That's two moves and as many corners for Kevman, so he's a driver who is on the go. He's heading for the front if he can. Meanwhile, we've got Unicorn here in the slipstream of McFlurry. Unicorn, probably going to look to the inside, doesn't find it, a little bit too far back. Unicorn must see Kevman coming through the field and know they've got to get on with this. Kevman a fast driver, Unicorn a fast driver, in fact they're all fast drivers. At the front, up to two at the back, not so much. John Boy and Espadretti there getting away quite nicely from the rest of the pack, and they're going to want to scamper away. Oh, John Boy there from the back end kicking out as he touches the grass. He's alright, still pointing in the right direction. Meanwhile at the back, Ollie's made a move there for sixth, so good work Ollie. Oh, John Boy drifting. Oh, and there's Unicorn going through into third. So Unicorn's got McFlurry into that first corner. It was looking like it was shaping up on the previous lap as well, but this time Unicorns made it work. Oh, we have a barrier impact there for Espadretti. So what happened? Espadretti just got on the grass. Oh, into the barrier. There's damage, there's a penalty, there's positions lost. He's going to be kicking himself for that mistake. And that has allowed John Boy to just scamper away at the front. Pedretti's not going to take that line down. Oh, in the background there, speaking of accidents, we've got a Grandpa around, very similar mistake, different part of the track. So that's probably going to be too far to come back from. Oh dear. Ollie now chasing down Pedretti. Pedretti carrying that damage, so he's going to be limping along. He'll have some serious understeer, and there we see that understeer in action. Oh, Espadretti there, can he keep it? Yes, he can, just keep it off the grass. But unfortunately, he got reset for being off the track for so long. So Espadretti now on the back foot. John Boy making hay while the sun's shining up at the front. Ollie chasing after Kevman. Kevman chasing after McFlurry. There is McFlurry. He's right on the tail of Unicorn while Ollie's are battling away. It looks as though John Boy is just leaving everyone behind at the front. It's a very, very tight track this. If you get it wrong, well, you're in a whole world of trouble. Kevman there sweeps up into third. Nice pass. Just gives McFlurry a little bit of a shove to say, hey, I'm coming through. And is that now going to put Unicorn under pressure? Kevman's coming. He started last, remember. He's now in third. Here he comes. Trying to make a move for second. Kevman absolutely flying at this point in the race. Really leaning on those tyres. Unicorn there, going around the outside, getting a better exit. Kevman going for a mowing session. Oh, does really, really well to hold that. Traffic behind slows down to avoid hitting him, and that actually saves Kevman from losing too much time. Oh, but he's into the barrier there with damage. Kevman's off to fix it. Well, that's shaking things up. Up at the front as well, Unicorn now right on the rear wing of John Boy's car. So Unicorn pushing hard. This is their moment to make hay ahead of Kevman, who's going to be really suffering now. A long way back. Pedretti's recovering well. He's hitting those purple sectors and he's catching up with Ollie. So Pedretti very eager to get back to the front. back in control of this race. He's going to be burning a lot of fuel doing this though. So, you know, he's got to think about the long game. Oh, Ollie's around. And just to keep it out of the barrier and avoid damage, but so easy to do that there. You just take too much inside curb, and while your tyres are unloaded, that's just a spin. Ollie only loses one place, but he's a long way back now, along with the Grandpa Mobile. Meanwhile, we're smacking up ahead. McFlurry, John Boy, Unicorn, 3 wide. McFlurry amazingly comes out of that ahead. Unicorn second. Pedretti sneaks through into third. Somehow, suddenly, John Boy demoted to 4th place. Absolutely astonishing. Where did all of that lot come from? I think that was one move that was on from Unicorn there that made all that happen, and it's Unicorn who didn't make any places. So, you know, that's one of those things. Don't worry, we've seen Unicorn and McFlurry butts heads plenty of time. I'm sure there's going to be some explosive action at the front. Pedretti there looking for a way through. Is it going to come? It's going to come here if it is. There we go, Pedretti through into 2nd place. Unicorn shuffled wide. That could allow John Boy through. Yeah, Unicorn's offline. And Unicorn drops to 4th. Pedretti now looking to make a move on our race leader McFlurry. He's going to want to get back into the lead. Will he be here in the braking zone? I think Pedretti just got back. Oh, look up, John Boy on the grass. That's going to compromise him. Speaking of compromising, McFlurry out wide, Pedretti through into the lead. So Pedretti back where he needs to be, even though he's got damage. And those tyres are coming off already, even though we're only a 3rd distance. So Pedretti may find himself in trouble later on with a lack of grip. And that could make this a very short-term gain. It could be the perfect strategy. It could be the wrong strategy. We're going to have to wait and see for now. Got John Boy and Unicorn there side by side. Unicorn's tail stepping out. John Boy looking for a way through. Going to try and go around the outside of the first corner. That's a big ask because that is a very long, very wide corner. Can he make it work? It looks as though Unicorn just edging him out. There we go. The Grandpa Mobile's caught up. That's a penalty, so probably won't be an issue anytime soon. Oh, Unicorn there a little bit leery. It's all good. Speaking of leery, McFlurry really drifting his way into that final complex. Again, keeping it on a straight line, keeping it where it needs to be. John Boy picking up a penalty. We'll be serving that next lap. And it looks as though John Boy may be under pressure from the wounded and damaged Grandpa Mobile, which is also burning a lot of fuel. This could be tight towards the end. Ollie's still 6th. Kevman a long way back and looking like he's having an absolute nightmare of a race. Oh, McFlurry dives into the pits. So McFlurry unhappy either with his tyres or with the state of his car, but he's going to try to perhaps bolt on some new tyres and see if he can catch up. The undercut as we know it. Meanwhile, we didn't see it, but that's a Grandpa Mobile past John Boy, so that must have been when John Boy served his penalty. Probably don't expect to see the damaged car staying in 3rd place. John Boy's car undamaged, and John Boy a generally faster driver, so this won't last long at all. But all this kerfuffle is helping Ollie to catch up. That's myself into the pits. So there's a few people now thinking ahead about tyres and the state their rear tyres are going to be in. These long fast corners do take the toll out of the tyres, particularly turn 1 and turn 2. Oh, John Boy with a real wibble on there. I thought he was gone, but he's fine. And look at Unicorn. Unicorn staying with Pedretti. So Unicorn still very much in this fight. It's a 4-car fight right now, but oh, Unicorn's front left tyre looks absolutely awful. there's going to be understeer central, especially turning right. I think we can see it there. I think there's a Unicorn just not quite able to follow Pedretti through that first corner. Pedretti's tyres looking much better at this stage of the race. Unfortunately, that is the difference between a wheel user and a controller user. Sadly, something that Polyphony have not yet addressed. We've got John Boy now homing in on Unicorn. Go back to that original starting battle. And Ollie just about hanging on behind them. Perhaps just waiting for his moment to pounce. Oh, Ollie drifting. Drifting. Can he hold it? Bit of wibble. Bit of a wibble. Oh, Ollie spins it out. Can he keep it out of the barrier? He can. He's out of the barrier. It's pointing in the right direction. He's not done anything for his tyres, but Ollie there continuing to go. Is he going to pit? Because his tyres are looking a bit rough. We've also got two cars around there. The Grandpa Mobile is round and off with damage, even though it's on fresh rubber. That's unlucky. Kevman was also around with a 3-second penalty. Again, tyres look absolutely awful. He's also got damage to rear suspension both sides and his rear diffuser. So Kevman there in a whole world of pain right now. He dives into the pits. He needs to get that fixed. John Boy pits from third place. He's going to get those tyres changed. He's got enough fuel, that should be fine. It's just the tyres are going to come out with fresh rubber and only half a tank of fuel, so the car's going to be much lighter and nippier than it was at the start of the race. He's going to come out ahead of Ollie. He's going to come out in fourth place. Ollie actually pits for some fresh rubber. So this race is still on. John Boy can still win this even from that far back. He's got about 7.5 minutes of racing left. So John Boy can use those tyres now, really lean on them, make use of the lighter fuel load, and who knows, it could be him on the top step of the podium. Before he's made it back into third place, he's done well to catch up, but it's still Unicorn and Pedretti battling away at the front. That front left on Unicorn's car though, absolutely ruined. Unicorn now probably working with the theory that Pedretti either will or will not pit, and that's going to determine their strategy. Is it worth staying out? Let's have a look. Are they passing the pit lane? They are passing the pit lane. It looked actually like Unicorn fainted towards the pit lane then, so there's definitely some gamesmanship going on here. All the time this is happening, McFlurry with those fresh tyres is catching up. And he's catching up fast. Look at that, he's already right on the back of Unicorn. Is McFlurry going to be the one standing at the top step of the podium? He's definitely pushing. Looks like we've got a back marker up ahead. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. And McFlurry making a move on Unicorn. Unicorn manages to resist. But how long can Unicorn resist for? Oh, there's a bit of a wibble there. Unicorn suffering with those tyres, and that is McFlurry through. Can McFlurry get straight onto the back of Pedretti with those fresh tyres? We're pushing the main straight. We've actually got Kevman coming through. Kevman's on fresh tyres as well, and it looks as though he's going to start unlapping himself in the background. We've got Unicorn in the pits. So Unicorn going for a final 5-minute sprint. Kevman completely unlaps himself. That shows you the power of fresh rubber around this track. And McFlurry out very wide. Can't make any room. Pedretti's gone out wide again. Just trying to go around the outside, but Pedretti is parking that car on every apex he can find. John Boy is back in the mix. He's just rocked up behind these two, and McFlurry's going to have to get on with it, or McFlurry is going to be in danger from John Boy behind. And at this point, is it too late for Pedretti to pit? Is he going to have to just put up with his tyres the way they are? McFlurry is through into first, but can he hold it? Because right behind, John Boy is here. He has arrived. Pedretti knows that John Boy is one of his big rivals and he's going to try and keep him behind him. But for how long can Pedretti resist? They're going to fight all the way to the finish, I think, and this has been a fight from the green lights. Here comes John Boy. He's coming through. Made that look easy, I'm sure it wasn't. But Pedretti's fighting back, trying to go around the outside. That faster sweeping line, but he just hasn't got the grip to stay with John Boy. And now you've got to think that Pedretti is in trouble. His tyres look terrible. Oh, he's off. Oh, Pedretti there off. Just manages to keep it pointing in the right direction. Meanwhile, John Boy sweeping through into the lead. He's caught the strategy perfectly. He's made it work. All he's got to do now is hang on for the next 3.5 minutes, and this is a victory. It's not a victory for points, it's a victory for honour. But, you know, sometimes honour's worth just as much as those points. There's only maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes remaining, and if you cast your eyes to the background, you're going to see Unicorn. He'll stop for fresh tyres, and Unicorn's catching up, and Pedretti, I think, has just completely run out of grip. Unicorn looking for a podium, perhaps even looking to go better. And here we go, look how quickly Unicorn's able to get back onto Pedretti, and well, that move is made. Pedretti should have pitted, now he knows. It's just one of those things. You don't always get the strategy right. But Unicorn is going to be on the back of McFlurry very, very shortly. McFlurry, of course, having taken the best of his tyres already, is going to look vulnerable to Unicorn. We've got maybe 2 laps, possibly 3 laps left. So McFlurry's going to have to try to hang on the best he can. There's a Grandpa Mobile in the background, but I don't think that's going to be entering the fray. You can see McFlurry hurrying up now. He's going to try and get past John Boy sooner rather than later, because he knows Unicorn is right behind him, right there. This is going to be a great finish. All the lead cars together. Oh, McFlurry out a bit wide there. Manages to bring it in and cut Unicorn off. Unicorn looking very aggressive. There's not much time left. Oh, Pedretti there has taken it into the pits. The car's undrivable. There's no point in keeping going. So the top 3 now. This is your podium standards at the moment, unless somebody bins it, of course, which could well happen. We've seen it before at this track. Oh, McFlurry sideways, and that's slowed him right down. It's bought John Boy some time, and it's put Unicorn all over the rear bumper of McFlurry's car. We're about to start the final lap. Is everybody going to make it? Is Grandpa going to make it across the line? Yes. So at this point, this is the final lap. Unicorn going through there into second place. I think John Boy's way too far up the road to get. Or is he? Pedretti's finished 5th. Kevin's finished 6th. Looks like Ollie's going to finish 7th. We're just waiting for this lead group now, and it looks as though John Boy's got it. Despite everything, John Boy called his tyre strategy perfectly. It's going to be John Boy who wins. Unicorn 2nd. We've got McFlurry 3rd. Myself 4th. So congratulations to John Boy on an excellent victory. I hope you'll stick around to find out what happens in the sprint race, which will be coming very soon on this channel. And until then, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors Button Bashers for PCs, consoles, games and accessories, to our Patreons for supporting the channel in their unique way, and to our Discord community for taking part in these races. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to those around you. Bye bye for now.